The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. Longman Simplified English Series. Read by Thitima Phansri. Chapter 9. Medicine. A new and vexing matter occupied Tom's mind. Becky Thatcher had stopped coming to school. Tom had struggled with his pride for a few days and tried to forget her, but failed. He heard that she was ill. If she should die, he no longer took an interest in swimming, or even in Sherwood Forest. He went about looking very depressed. His aunt was worried and began to try all sorts of medicine on him. She bought all the health papers regularly and believed all the solemn nonsense which they contained. The water treatment was new now, and Tom's low condition was an unexpected piece of good fortune to her. She took him out at daylight every morning, stood him up in the woodshed, and drowned him with a flash of cold water. Then she rubbed him down with a towel like sandpaper, and so made him recover. Then she rolled him up in a wet sheet and put him away under bucket till she sweated his soul clean, and the yellow stain of it came through the skin, as Tom said. Yet in spite of all this, the boy remained as sad as a funeral. Aunt Polly decided that this depression must be broken up at any cost. Now she heard of painkiller for the first time. She ordered a dozen bottles at once. She tasted it and was filled with gratitude. It was simplified in liquid form. She gave Tom a teaspoonful and watched with the deepest anxiety for the result. A wide look came into Tom's eye. He gave a deep gasp and then started to race around the room. Aunt Polly was delighted. Her troubles were over, for the depression was broken up. Tom felt that it was time to wake up and protect himself, so he thought over various plans of relief, and finally decided to pretend to be fond of painkiller. He asked for it so often that he became a nuisance. His aunt ended by telling him to help himself and stop worrying her, but she watched the bottle secretly. She found that the medicine did really disappear, but it did not occur to her that the boy was curing a crack in the sitting room floor with it. One day, Tom was giving medical attention to the crack when his aunt Yellow Cat, Peter, came along singing, eyeing the spoon greedily, and begging for a taste. "Don't ask for it unless you want it, Peter," said Tom, but Peter showed that he did want it. "Are you sure?" Peter was sure. "Now you've asked for it, and I'll give it to you, because I'm not selfish. But if you find you don't like it, you mustn't blame anybody but yourself." Peter still seemed eager, so Tom forced his mouth open and poured down the painkiller. Peter sprang a couple of yards into the air, shouted and war cry, and then flew round and round the room, banging against the furniture, upsetting the flower pot, and causing general destruction. Next, Lai rose on his back legs and danced madly around, screaming with joy. Then he went rushing round the house again, spreading more destruction in his path. Aunt Polly entered in time to see him take some astounding leap into the air, give a final piercing scream, and sail through the open window, carrying the rest of the flower pots with him. The old lady stood rooted to the floor, astonishment peering over her glasses. Tom lay on the floor, splitting his side with laughter. Tom, what on earth is wrong with the cat? I don't know, Aunt, gasped the boy. Why, I've never seen anything like it. What did make him behave like that? Indeed, I don't know, Aunt Polly. Cats always do that when they are enjoying themselves. They do? Do they? There was something in her tone that made Tom expect trouble. The old lady bent down. The handle of the teaspoon was visible under the rug. She took it and held it up. Tom looked guilty. She raised him by the usual handle, his ear, and slapped him. Now why did you treat that poor, dumb creature like that? I was pretending to be his aunt. What do you mean? I was pretending to be his aunt and trying to burn the bowl out of him. This was putting the matter in a new light. What was cruel to a cat might be cruel to a boy too. She began to soften. She looked sorry. She felt sorry. Her eyes watered a little, and she put her hand on Tom's head and said gently, I didn't mean to be cruel, Tom. And Tom, the medicine did do you good? It did him good too. The way he flew round the room. Oh, run away before you make me lose my temper again. Try to be a good boy for once, and then you needn't take any more medicine. Tom reached school early. It was noticed that this strange thing has been occurring every day recently. He waited beside the gate instead of playing with his friends. When Jeff Thatcher arrived, Tom spoke to him and tried in a roundabout way to get some information about Becky, but the stupid boy could not understand what Tom wanted. Tom watched and watched, hoping when a dress came inside, and hating the owner of it as soon as he saw that she was not the right one. Then one more dress passed in at the gate, and Tom's heart gave its great leap. The next instant he was shouting, laughing, catching boy standing on his head, jumping over the fence at the risk of life and limb, doing all the heroic deeds he could think of, and keeping an eye on Becky Dasher to see if she was noticing. She never looked. He broke through a group of boys, scattering them in every direction, and fell beside Becky, almost upsetting her. She turned away with her nose in the air. And some people think they are very smart, he heard her say mockingly. Tom's cheek burned. He rose to his feet and walked away crushed.